So we're just at the last game of the Out of the Basement tournament in Edmonton. Looky who's on table one. It's Mr. Van Berkel and myself having a vampire off. Mark, do you want to go over your list?
Yeah, I got unit 5 dogs, 4 Terrorghiest facing backwards, Spirit Hosts, 8 Cryptors, I got 40 ghouls with a Wraith in it, 20 zombies with a level 1 Necromancer and a level 4 Necromancer, Terrorghiest, and another unit of dogs, and another Spirit Host.
Right, and then my deployment was, we're just doing battle line by the way, but my deployment was Vargolf, Terrorghiest, 38 ghouls, my level 4 Necromancer that's in that unit of zombies, Spirit Host, and my 33 Graveguard with my White King BSP. I got to deploy first, and I rolled a 6, so I got 7, so Vampire counts first turn. Alright, we just finished my Vampire counts turn 1. I just moved forward with my army. Vargolf is just kind of staying back to not get touched by the Terrorghiest. Magic went, I raised a new unit of zombies right there, did a 12-inch Bubble Van Hels's Dance, and then tried to do a 6-inch Bubble Heal, which Mark stopped and then stored 2 dice in his Black Periop. Surprise, surprise. So we were off to other Vampire counts, turn 1. So we just finished Van Berkel's Vampires turn 1. He moved up his dogs on this side and on this side. Moved forward with his Cryptors and Ghouls and his Wizard. Moved his Fargheists over to the side, Terrorghiest over to the side. Spirit Host through some difficult terrain, and these Spirit Hosts into the middle of the table. Magic phase, he raised a new unit of zombies right here. Tried to do Curse of the Years on my Ghouls, I dispelled it, and then he stored 2 dice in his Black Periop, and we were off to my Vampire counts, turn 2. So we just finished Vampire counts, turn 2 on my side. I charged my Vargolf into his dogs, tried to charge my Spirit Host into his Cryptors, failed that one. Moved my army kind of up a little bit, threw the Terrorghiest over to deal with the dogs. In the Magic phase, I had 12 dice, and then I casted Van Hels's Dance, 12-inch bubble, so my whole army has a 12-inch bubble. Did Curse Irresistible on his Ghouls, which killed 7. And my total power was, my dude takes a strength 6 hit, and I lost 1 dice from it, from Power Drain. And my Vargolf did some wounds, stopped the dude out, and overran. He needed 2 more inches to get into the flank of those Ghouls, and Terrorghiest screamed off those dogs. So we are off to Van Berkel's Vampire counts, turn 2. So we just finished Van Berkel's turn 2. He charged his Spirit Host into my Vargolf, and he charged his Spirit Host into my Spirit Host. Moved the Terrorghiest up to scream at the Vargolf, and moved his Vargheists up to the flank to probably go after my general. Magic phase, he dispelled my Curse of the Years. I dispelled his Curse of the Years. He raised up some more Ghouls and some zombies. Combat, I won by 1 in the, it was a draw, I did 1 wound. And then he screamed off my bat thing, so those guys are just there. And we are off to my Vampire counts, turn 3. So we just finished my Vampire counts, turn 3. My charges were zombies into the Cryptors. That was it. My movement, I just moved my general's unit up. There is less than 3 inches in that space between there, so his Vargheist can't land there. Terrorghiest is there. Graveguard moved up. In the Magic phase, I got Curse of the Years off on these guys again. Nothing else went off. He dispelled everything else. And in shooting, I killed 8 zombies with my Terrorghiest. And Spirit Hosts beat them. Cryptors beat down my zombies. And we are off to Van Berkel's turn 3. So we just finished Van Berkel's turn 3. He moved the zombies a little bit. Moved his Terrorghiest into there. Then he charged his Karen Wraith out of that Ghoul unit into my zombies. Vargheist into the flank of my Ghouls. And in the Magic phase, he dispelled my Curse of the Years, and I dispelled his Curse of the Years. So then we went to shooting. He did 3 wounds to my Terrorghiest with his Bat Screams. And then in combat, he issued a challenge with his Wraith. I put my Necromancer in the back. It came out to he won combat by 1. And in here, he won combat by 8. And so I was still steadfast, so I reformed. And we are off to my Vampire counts, turn 4. So we just finished my Vampire Counts turn 4. My charges were Graveguard into his Crypt Horrors. That was it for my charges. Oh no, and my Spirit Host into the flank of his Terrorghiest. In the movement phase, I moved my Terrorghiest over to here. He issued another challenge. I put my... Oh no, magic first. I casted a 12-inch bubble heal that Mark let go. And then I tried to do a big 12-inch bubble dance, and he dispelled it. And I tried Rod of Flaming Death those guys, but failed, so he got to store 1 dice and a parry up. In shooting, I did 2 wounds to his Terrorghiest with my Terrorghiest. That's gonna be my rare. And then I did, in this combat, I ended up winning by 1. No, I ended up winning by a little, no, by 1. By 1. And in the...
Drew there.
Yeah, and in the graveyard, I beat him by 7 with my Graveguard. And my Spirit Host, I charged in the flank of the Terrorghiest, did 1 wound, which allowed me to beat him by 3, and he crumbled to death. So we are off to... Oh, and in here, he did 2 wounds with his Carrion Wraith into my zombies, and then 3 ranks in the stick, popped him. So we are off to Vampire Counts, Van Berkel's turn 4. So we just finished Van Berkel's turn 4. His ghouls charged in the flank of my ghouls, and his zombies and spirit hosts started moving up towards my my flank here. In Magic, he did a little bubble heal from his level 1, and that got back some Crypt Horrors. He then tried to do a...
I got reroll the hit off.
Yeah, he tried to do another big bubble heal from his general. I dispelled that one, and then he got rerolled a hit off on his Crypt Horrors. In the combat, I ended up finishing off his Vargheists, but he did work against my ghouls in that unit. But my Graveguard, again, his Crypt Horrors just fluffed his attacks and only killed 4 models with his stomps, and then I wiped him out with Crumble. And so we are looking at my Vampire Counts turn 5. Alright, so we just finished my turn 5. My Graveguard charged it onto those zombies. Terrorghiest flew over to scream at some ghouls. In the Magic phase, I tried to get Van Hell's Dance and a 6-inch bubble heal off. He stopped both of them. He rolled pretty good. I raised a unit of zombies to heal up my my Terrorghiest a little bit. And in combat, I killed both of his general and his other necromancer, which is now creating him, causing him to crumble. And it is now his turn 5. So we just finished Van Berkel's turn 5. He, in the last phase, he reformed his ghouls to face my back, or the front of my Terrorghiest. He charged in there. He did 5 wounds on the charge, and I ended up doing 5 wounds in return, taking away his rank. And my BSB kept my Terrorghiest there. So we are off to my Vampire Counts turn 6. Alright, so I forgot to take a video at the end of my turn 6, so I'll just kind of do a quick little recap. In my combat phase, I just charged the flank of his ghouls, and then in my magic phase, I rolled like 10 dice, and I was really worried about total powering, so I wanted to just maybe end my magic phase, but I think I actually cast a couple spells, total powering on something. I did roll Snake Eyes, and Mark's face just lit up when I rolled Snake Eyes, but luckily I hadn't used the Earthing Rod yet, so I got to reroll that, which ended up being like something trivial, like either like the small template on my zombies, or magic feedback or something like that. And then I was just so happy that my dude did not get sucked in the warp. And the combat went down that he killed my Terrorghiest with his ghouls, and then my Graveguard just finished up his ghouls, and that was the end. So at the end of Van Berkel's turn 6, he charged his Spirit Host into the side of my General's zombie unit, trying to assassinate my General. Failed to wound, and then crumbled to death. And it ended up being a massacre to me. It was a very, very intense game of cat and mouse. So again, always a great game against Mr. Van Berkel. And that's the tournament.